Fuck it, welcome back to Northernlion's playing the Binding of Isaac. We had a terrible run last time. What was the principal issue that we had? Largely a lack of damage, so I've decided to opt in as Judas and hope that the Book of Belial helps us work our way around that. Of course, our bad luck is continuing from the start here. We have the Anarchist Cookbook, which is basically a waste of a spacebar item slot, and unfortunately we do not have our D6. I wonder if this is perhaps indicative of what is to come. Maybe the game is going to continue, even though I hate this word and the misuse of it, maybe the game is going to continue trolling us to get a negative reaction out of me for the entertainment of itself, in its Skynet-like artificial intelligence and consciousness of its own sentience, or maybe that is just a misnomer, and I am perhaps prescribing a little bit too much intelligence to a random number generator that probably harbors no ill will towards me. It's actually really interesting. Jonathan, I might mispronounce his name, but I think it's Kitka. Jonathan Kitka, one half of the Anodyne development team, recently wrote an article about, on his blog, about looking for kind of meaning or patterns in games with random number generation, and he cited, like, me playing The Binding of Isaac and was like, you know, this scumbag Northernlion. He actually was very sympathetic towards me, but it's like, he does these videos, and then he always complains that, you know, when things don't go his way more than once in a row, several times in a row, that there's something called the troll engine, which is out to get him, and that's true. I am looking for a pattern, and not only a pattern, but, like, an intention as well. Like, why does this AI hate me? In fact, it's probably just a weird kind of bias and a mathematical quirk that, you know, we played this game for so long that, you know, from time to time we are going to get runs where we get like 7 or 8 bad lucks in a row, for lack of kind of a better word or an easier way to explain that. For example, there's 2 in a row, Cat of Nine Tails and Anarchist Cookbook as our first 2 items is a pretty shoddy start. But luckily for Judas, he kind of doesn't need all that much to scale okay. Like, as is, like, vanilla Judas, far from being just the most devilish ice cream available, is also, you know, fairly strong as long as he can get enough health to survive for a little while. I mean, you need a little bit more on Judas to keep him strong, super strong anyway, into the late game. But at the same time, you know, just moving through these, like, original few floors, he's got enough starting damage to be kind of A-okay for at least the first little while. Which is good moving forwards. I don't anticipate taking too much damage here. Getting these Spirit Hearts is actually an extraordinary boon for me. What would be the worst turn of events? Item room contains another spacebar item that is worse than the Book of Belial, and we end up fighting famine, so we get a single cube of meat. That would be really bad. What would be the best turn of events? Maybe... Okay, this is risky, but I think it'll work. It didn't really work! Yeah, that sucks. Maybe worst or best turn of events is we end up getting something from the item room that's passive and good, maybe a tier effect or a damage upgrade or a stats upgrade or something like that. Then we get an HP upgrade from our boss, trade it for a deal with the devil, and still have, that's not a passive, is it? Still have hearts left over for a deal with the devil, but our worst case possible scenario continues here. Thankfully we have these HP upgrades, otherwise I would be in a really tough spot right now. I would love to get some more keys. But in the meantime, I probably should have looked I probably should have placed this bomb on the other side just in case the secret room or second secret room was there. More keys? One more key? Alright. Sadly, we have no more bombs, so I don't believe I can access any of these golden chests unless one of them is not behind glass at some point here. What did I... Oh, I just used my bomb to get that. Alright, I understand. Both of these are, yes, behind rocks, unfortunately. This is interesting. I'm not pleased with where we are right now. But this boss room and perhaps the devil room that hinges afterwards is going to cause a lot of, or is going to influence a lot of my opinions on how this run is perhaps going to go on a broader context. Because we can't afford to basically have 2 wasted floors in a row. Not that this floor has totally been wasted. Oh my god, our fucking worst case scenario actually came true. Spacebar item, famine. And in fact, it's actually worse because it's blue famine, who is a little bit harder to kill than your average famine. I mean, it certainly could be worse. Maybe we'll get a deal with the devil here regardless. If we do, you know, I'll probably go all out. We did. And if there's like a 1 heart item in here, fuck it, dude. Let's go crazy. I'm gonna take Bloody Lust, the reason being that I'm feeling like we might as well just throw everything that we have at the wall here. If we end this run quickly, so be it. If we manage to last forever, then that's good too. Yeah, I'm probably gonna die like right here. But yeah, if we manage to actually pick up some HP upgrades, which we're not, we're just gonna die and then restart, and that's okay. Then basically I would have had other existing advantages. But man, have I been getting fucking screwed so far in the last few runs. What are you doing, random number generator? You know what? The Parasite is a totally solid first upgrade. It doesn't really have a market impact on our success yet, but, you know, if we get something like quad shot or triple shot, piercing shot, homing shot, like anything that modifies our tier effects, it could be really beneficial for us. Now, let's just try not to die against Pride, which is, you know, easier said than done because one of these bombs, I believe, would just kill us, so we've just kind of got to kill him first. And of course, we couldn't go more than, you know, 15 seconds without running into an Anarchist Cookbook on a Judas run. Otherwise, that would be far too easy for us to make a decision about what items to take. Not that that was a difficult decision, because I just decided, hey, let's ignore the shit out of Anarchist Cookbook, because it's garbage. Again, Parasite, I'm pleased about. At the very least, it's not the best item in the game yet, but it could have positive impact on us, or a positive impact on us. And beyond that, it's passive, which is a rarity, I guess, for us to get. Let's, you know, this is how you kind of grow your character, if you will. We're going to have some adversity here, and we're going to triumph over it. And please, at the very least, let me at least get past Mom on this run, considering how bad the last video was. And of course we get a range upgrade, because giving us an HP upgrade right off the bat would be far too easy, and, you know, wouldn't help us, again, learn the mechanics of the game or how to triumph over adversity. In any case, I apologize if I'm sounding like overly bitter right now. I'm kind of just playing up a character, almost, if you will. But at the same time, you got to admit, if you've been watching the last 2 episodes, game has been pretty rough on me for these first few floors. I do want to go to the arcade. See, that's a good example of how the Parasite can be used effectively. I do want to go to the arcade if we don't manage to get any keys, because going to the slot machine could make that happen for me. We could drop the Temperance card there and play the Blood Bank twice for the cost of 1/2 heart. Is that going to really benefit us all that much? Probably not. I am going to pop our Book of Belial, and the reason I'm going to this boss fight right away is just on the hopes that maybe we get a 1 heart great deal with the Devil option. I'll probably not have to say what item I'm talking about for you to understand, but please give me an HP upgrade, HP upgrade, HP upgrade, HP upgrade! Alright! Maybe this run has more future prospects than I was originally inclined to accept or believe. I mean, we're only 7 minutes in here, and we're already on our second run of the Cellar Part 2, which is pretty remarkable and kind of indicative of how poorly things have gone so far. But hopefully we're able to turn that around here. I want to succeed at the Binding of Isaac. Like, I hope it doesn't seem like I want to fail, because I don't by any stretch of the imagination. I just want to have a good chance of making something beautiful happen here, which we have not really had so far. But the Parasite does lay the groundwork for some interesting possible combinations, if we should be so lucky. Of course, we get Mom's Bra again, which is not going to be any good for us at all. So that's a waste of a key. We still probably want to go to our arcade here, especially if I can manage to get enough HP up, or enough consumable red hearts to kind of fill my gauge again. Right now, it's not looking fantastic, but anything could happen. The beauty is, in having both of these, having a Temperance card and an arcade, I can probably get to 15 cents, so if I get another key, I might be able to go to the shop. Remember, if you play a Temperance card and you have like 2 blood banks right next to each other, you will be able to play both of those and get 2 plays for the price of merely 1/2 heart. So that could be, you know, 4 cents or more for a single heart, which is pretty good. Or sorry, for a half heart, which is pretty good. Better than shop value at the very least. And I don't remember. We should probably do our due diligence here and figure out how many hearts are actually available in this boss room before I make a terrible mistake here. Recall, of course, that one of these could also explode in a hail of HP upgrades. There's 1/2 heart here. This is scary for me. Alright. We could use our money to play the slot machines and try to get more hearts, though, so maybe it's worth it. I don't know. We're kind of shooting for the fences here. If I could get 2 HP upgrades, I would be thrilled. It would erase all the animosity I have towards the game right now. Life would be good. So here's what I'm thinking. We go like boom, boom, not to quote the Venga Boys necessarily, like so, and in doing so, we're going to amass a lot of money, and that's great. I didn't mean to play him quite yet. And there we go. That's going to be our last play there. But we're going to at least have enough money to give these slot machines a good go. And if we manage to get some hearts or keys out of these, I would be psyched. Especially, you know, actually, hearts and keys both pretty valuable at this point. But we need these hearts to survive. So maybe we'll play it through this way, and there's a little bit more money. So let's try this again. We can play one more time and still be at full health, which is good. That's a lot more money. So I'd say we pick this up and we start playing these guys again. Now we can actually afford to kind of like try to get ahead of ourselves because we're at full health. So let's hopefully win. That's big. That's actually really, really big. So we're going to play one more time. I'm trying to be as smart as possible because if I get a little bit too aggressive while playing as Judas here, I could easily find myself dying. But I want to give myself as many opportunities to win these HP upgrades as is humanly possible. 18 cents is great. If I could win another key, I would love to go to the shop as well and possibly buy an item to augment our Book of Belial. Anytime I win a cent, that means we get another play on one of these, so I'm not going to complain too. Hey, there's our key. All right, so now we go into the shop, and we might be spending a little bit more time on this floor than you might be comfortable with, but this is all entirely to give ourselves some advantages moving forwards. There's also a golden chest here. Sure, you know what? There you go. Getting the treasure map is a lot of money. It kind of throws a monkey wrench in my whole plan of playing that arcade, but we did get the treasure map at least as a result, and we'll see what we get in our secret room. 3 more cents, which possibly allows us to start this chain all over again, especially if we manage to get a lucky nickel or something in the arcade. So we're going to go back in there, and I'm going to keep giving this the old college try. Even if we get another key, that's another potential... what should I say? Another potential item from the golden chest there. Hearts? Oh, that's actually a really big loss there. But anyway, this could be a key. This could be big as well. Please win on the left one. Ah, disappointing. Okay, so I'm going to play these a couple more times. Now that we have the Spirit Heart, I feel like I can functionally, you know, continue to play these. That's... Oh my god, we got both of them! Okay, that's enormous. Now, you know, we start winning some more money. Now we just want to win one more key so I can open up that golden chest. Even if it doesn't end up happening, this has turned out so fucking well for us. This has been an enormous boon, and I, for once, feel vindicated for spending so much time in the arcade. I feel like slot machine's more lucky here. Okay, I wish I could push the slot machine closer to the center, but we're just gonna blow this up. Give me a key, give me a key. It gave me a decent amount of money, which we are now gonna use on this dude. And hopefully this dude will pay out with the key, in which case I will save his life. Oh, come on, man. Help me make this the best floor. This is not necessarily guaranteeing us victory by any stretch of the imagination. What is this helping us with? Survival for maybe a few more floors than we would have had before. I don't even want the hearts anymore, so of course I'm going to win. Oh, alright, well, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Continue going. I don't want the hearts, I just want the keys. Alright, well, I wish I hadn't... Well, the blood bank, I didn't blow them up. They gave me the HP upgrade, so it's hard to complain about that. At the very least, I came in here with not really all that much money to begin with. Remember, it doesn't really matter which skull you pick here. I believe the odds are just, you know, 33%, repeating, of course, calculated when you select it. There we go. There's 2 keys. You're a good dude. Everyone in this arcade, that arcade, saved my fucking life. That has made it so much better. And there we go. We get another key, a little bit more money, and a bomb as well. So we're leaving this floor balanced and ready to take on Catacombs or Caves Part 1. That was a coup. That was really surprising that we were able to make something amazing happen there. And I feel like our chances moving forwards... Oh my god, this is a big floor. Our chances moving forwards are a lot better now than they used to be. What do we need? Catacombs Part 2 is not an easy floor. We should, you know, keep that in perspective at all times. That was close. That was close. That actually hit me. But anyway, whatever. We've got health now. We don't have to sweat it too much. Guardian, or Hail of Flies. Not Guardian Angel, but similar. We need to, first off, not dying on this floor would be a big asset. If I could find the boss room as soon as possible, Parasite will really help me kill these guys quickly, I think, if I start landing shots in the middle. Finding the boss room as quickly as possible so I could use Book of Belial effectively, like use... Yeah, there we go. So I'll probably fight the boss right now, and then, you know, maybe we'll be able to earn a deal with the devil, and then we'll explore the rest of the floor kind of at our leisure. Let's try this out. I'm feeling like we've created some positive things here. A single Gurdy Jr. is actually a totally okay boss room to have to deal with. Remember, I also have 2 speed upgrades by way of those blood bags that I picked up on the luckiest blood bank in history. Not to mention, like, they both gave me the money at exactly the same time. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Rusty Key, but we'll take it because we have to. And I should take the pill. Please be good. Please be good. That is great, actually. You know what? Fuck it. Let's fight our boss right here. Even though I don't have Book of Belial, it's an easy boss, and I have the strength card, which we just picked up. So I'm like, you know, maybe this is the right time to make this happen. This boss actually fucked me on the last run, too. So I'm thinking, alright, well, that's damage. But I'm thinking this is a great opportunity to perhaps get some vindication. And if we can get a deal with the devil here and pick up a high damage item, I am feeling better. Not great, but better. We're still lacking a lot of, like, game-breaking items. But, oh, deal with the angel room. There's our tiers upgrade, plus some extra spirit hearts. Don't leave the floor yet. You haven't completed your mission objective yet. That is the Bible, which I don't want. But still, decent upgrades. At least we got Hail of Flies, which is going to allow us to, obviously, be a little bit more, defensively apt. Well, I mean, that's not really a good sentence that I've just said there, but hopefully you understand what I'm getting at either way. There was one of them dead. We still need more damage. More killing power, again, or at least in any sense of the word, whether that comes in the way of a mom's knife or not, whatever. We are still looking for our second item room. I will open this golden chest, reason being, I don't think we'll get enough money to necessarily open the shop. And, you know, that gave us a ton more keys and bombs. That was well worth it. We have our secret room here. Maybe we will get enough money to go to the shop. Yes, we will. All right, that is going to take us well above 15 cents. At this point, we can see where all these dead ends are, so it's not necessary for us to go there. Instead, we'll go back kind of to our starting room. And we've already killed the bosses, so most of the pressure should be off, although a lot of the difficulty in these rooms is in the, like, actual fighting rooms, not necessarily just the boss rooms, which actually on this one were fairly easy. Gertie Jr. plus Angry Husk Dude. I'm not sure if that's actually the Husk, but Angry Fly Dude is actually fairly easy. As is this room right here, actually, and the Parasite has allowed us to do a little bit of hitting when I didn't necessarily think we would have the opportunity to do so, which is always excellent. That was bad damage on my part. I'm getting a little sloppy, I'll admit, but this has been the best run that we've had. Oh my god. This has been the best run that we've had over the course of the last 2 videos. That is something that is basically unequivocally true. There's our item room. Our item room contains Magic Mushroom. That's all stats up. That is beautiful. I mean, you can see right now, just our standard damage is actually giving us some pretty effective shots here. That extra range is, I believe, helping our Parasite shots work pretty well. Why don't we go up and to the right here? We're trying to find the shop at this point, and then we can leave and go down to the next floor. This might be one of those rare runs where you're just able to kind of make it work by virtue of the fact that you have really good damage and high rate of fire. It's way too early to tell, but contrast how quickly I'm killing these green dudes with how slowly I was killing them on that last run, or like the last video with technology, which went really badly. Is this our shop? It is our shop, so we're good to go, basically, as soon as we check this out. I don't want to get rid of Book of Belial. I would love to keep Book of Belial. I think it's going to be awesome for fighting bosses. Our hero font is a great tarot card. I'll definitely pick that up. And we're fighting Greed, and that's A-okay. We're going to kill him super duper easily. Probably didn't even need to pop Book of Belial, but why not? We're going to get the Steam sale as a result, which is a boon moving forwards for sure. Run away! Alright, that was kind of close. Picked up a penny. And you know what? Why don't we explore all of the available rooms here, just to see if maybe there's an arcade or something, a judgment, a demon judgment. Maybe I can get some kind of awesome upgrades free of charge, essentially. Now, hang out. Stand still. I accidentally killed that guy with Parasite, which is beautiful. We're so much stronger already on this floor than we were on the last one. This is awesome. Seriously awesome, actually, the fact that we managed to get Mini Mush. And there's our, this is why I'm hoping there's an arcade, because there is a mob or boss trap room there. I can't get to yet, but we'll be able to get to. Are you kidding me? This motherfucker's still alive and he almost managed to hit me there? That's disappointing. So there's no arcade. That's disappointing. Now I wish I saved the Temperance card, although it's hard to be mad about how that turned out on the last floor. I don't know. It's okay. We're not going to be able to go to the boss trap room. This isn't the first time I've had to deal with that kind of disappointment. Should be A-okay. Sorry about those neutral flies, but somebody's got to go. We'll take our key and we'll leave and go down to the next floor, and it's hard to imagine that we end up getting an XL Necropolis floor. So I'm really hoping, you know, we get 2 floors of the depths and no more greeds. I can buy 2 items from the shop, which I'm hoping would be Compass and maybe Battery 9-volt Nun's Habit. Either of those. Really pleased with how things have gone so far. It's amazing to me that that Cellar 2 arcade was the hinge on which we have done a total 180, and now I'm feeling very confident about our chances. So that secret room is garbage, but it's not the end of the world. We're on Necropolis 1, which again, similarly, far from the end of the world. It's not the depths that I wanted, but could certainly be worse. We have a mob trap room. The really big thing that we got there, I don't really want the Polaroid yet, but the really big thing that we got there is definitely the all stats upgrade, which is huge for us moving forwards, especially. It's like just a bonus HP upgrade, basically. I'm saving Book of Belial, because you never know when I'll need it, but most of all, I don't need it on these basic rooms as long as I can dodge somewhat effectively. Doing okay so far at that, by the way. This is a room where I will definitely be popping a bomb and a key to get that, Tinted Rock and Golden Chest. Always nice when there's a bonus. You're not just wasting a key, we're actually just like, we wanted to use a bomb regardless, so we will do so here. I would love to get Rage, but I think that's probably unlikely. So there's a bomb. We get 2 Spirit Hearts. Fantastic. Our Golden Chest contains red hearts, which could come in handy if it come across an arcade. Perhaps wishful thinking, but for now, no reason to believe that we won't. We are starting this floor with a lot of money. There's our shop. Also psyched about that. So kill this dude. Are you serious? We got fucked around there at the end of that floor, but still didn't run into significant troubles. Sure, ladder. And you know what? For 3 cents, might as well buy this tarot card, which is death. Is it worth 3 cents to just kill a room fairly easily? Yeah, maybe. I'll save it for a room that is hopefully going to be pretty damaging for me, but otherwise, I'm not displeased with that money. With the value of that card that I just got. This is certainly not a room where I would necessarily want to use a death card. I want to get rid of it as soon as possible because it's causing me to go through some mental gymnastics, if you will, to constantly every time be like, do I want to use it here? So I'm going to just use it there. Hey, we didn't even have to waste a bomb here. Thanks a lot, bomb. This is giving us another tarot card. It is the stars, which takes us to the item room. Yes, indeed. That's my best friend, which is apparently showing up all the fucking time. But hey, look on the bright side. At least I didn't waste a key to use it or to get there. Not the best floor. We did get the ladder. Could come in handy at some point, but, you know, maybe not for a while. Necropolis 1 boss. We are fighting this asshole. I believe this is the Carrion Queen, but I always make that mistake. And it's the champion version of the Carrion Queen, which, you know, even if that name's wrong, I'm using it now, so get used to it. Which shouldn't be too bad, largely because we have the Parasite, believe it or not. But also because I have the speed necessary to kind of get behind it. But hopefully it doesn't create too many hearts, which are a total pain in the ass. I am just continually walking into it, mostly to lure it into a false sense of security. And Cat of Nine Tails, I could have sworn we already had that item, but apparently not. Bad floor, still fine. We are starting right next to our secret room, as we often do. Inside we find Greed, who I actually maybe should have fought just to get that fat Greed money, but maybe unnecessary right now. We will just let this guy hopefully kill himself on the blue spikes. In fact, that might be what the bomb fly does. Yes, alright. Now we run. And we have the speed necessary to get around these guys. This is a dead end. If I had known that, I probably would not have come up here. But at the very least, we're not running on the skin of our teeth anymore. We can afford to make some mistakes, as I've made here. We might not be able to get through the rest of the game, but we've got a good base here. Especially with that Tears upgrade. That feels good, doesn't it? We barely made it through there, but make it through there we did. More than enough keys to do whatever we want here. I definitely want to play the shit out of this blood bank. It has been extraordinarily good to us so far, especially with that heart there. At the very least, free 3 cents. Now, this might seem real silly. It might be real silly, but I think this will be worth it. There we go. That's exactly what I was hoping for. We get another decent sum of money. We don't need anything from these guys anymore, but just a quick hat tip to say, hey guys, thanks again for basically saving my life. Earlier on the chest part 2. Otherwise, or sorry, on the cellar part 2. Otherwise, we might not be alive right now if it were not for those guys. There is our shop. Scares me a little bit. We're gonna have to do something like that. Sure, we lost half a spirit heart to get in here. Whatever, shit happens. Might as well buy some wicked shit. Mom's coin purse. We know what some of these are. Tears upgrade, already paid for itself. Health upgrade, fantastic. What is this other one? We don't know. Okay, let's start taking them. Didn't do anything, and either way, this is a net positive. Health down. Alright, so that's fine. We got some stat upgrades there. The Magician card doesn't appeal to me at all. I wish we didn't lose the health down. I wish it was like a tears down instead. But shit happens. So, should be popping the Book of Belial. Reason I am not doing it is because you never know, maybe the boss room's right around the corner, but we still need to go to the item room. So, you know, anytime there's a room where it's necessary for me to pop Book of Belial, I'm not necessarily adverse to doing that. We're gonna drop some little, I was gonna say little chubs, but these guys are firing little chubs. It would be sweet if you could get one of these guys as a follower, right? Maybe there's another free Isaac Rebirth idea. I'll go pick that up, never fear. This is Book of Belial ready. Just use some stealth action Splinter Cell style here. There we go. Well, the Parasite actually ended up saving me really well there. That is our boss room, so we don't want to be here yet. Yeah, there's a free Rebirth idea. Why not create a follower like those guys who shoot out the little chub? AI might be a little tricky to program. Who knows, man? But just have one of those dudes follow you around. They could do a lot of damage. That could be fun. Hope you guys are tweeting Edmund McMillan incessantly with these ideas. I actually hope you're not. Because, you know, that would be really annoying. Let us come up here, and we're going to go to the right. It looks like our item room is probably pretty far away, which I'm not psyched about. But, you know, walking, it's good for the body, good cardio. Hopefully it will allow us to survive a little. Oh, blue spike. That was super bad manners, man. I thought we were friends. I actually knew we were not friends with Blue Spike. I talk shit about him all the time. Doesn't Blue Spike, it sounds like it could be a YouTube channel, right? Like, I'm Blue Spike and welcome to my Battlefield 3 gameplay commentary. I'm not trying to shit talk people who do first-person shooter gameplay commentaries, by the way. It just seems like a name that would be fitting a channel like that. Either that or pure Sonic the Hedgehog, all Sonic all the time. Little Chad, not psyched, but that's okay. I guess we're gonna go fight Mom now. And again, any run where you beat Mom is a good run, and we are primed for a good run indeed, if you know what I mean. Gonna make a good run to the bathroom when this video is over. This is a bad decision. Northernlion's tip for making YouTube videos, number 75. You gotta poop. Always better to poop before a video than during. So, let's rush through this a little bit. We are fighting Mom. It's gonna be Red Mom. Should be easy enough. At some point, maybe I'll be able to use his Magician card. I'm not sure when, though. Alright, that was a mistake on my part. I didn't calibrate my brain properly for the speed of Red Mom's feet. We're doing tons of damage, basically. The other thing is, when Mom pops up, like, dead center, we should be able to hit the sides if they pop out as a result of the Parasite. But, you know, that's kind of a moot point here because we've already killed her. HP upgrade is awesome. We get rid of the rusted key for the Polaroid, and it's down to the womb. No compass. Disappointing. Map. Could be worse. And at this point, I kind of wish we had more bombs and more keys, but can't really complain. We got a functional number of each. But I want to go to the secret room, and at the same time, I definitely want to save some so that we can fight Mom's heart effectively, but we'll probably be fine either way. This pill is health up. Beautiful. Compensates for the one that we lost a little bit earlier. Up here we have a fortune teller, which I'm just going to skip over because I don't want to accidentally get the tick. I hate that that is a possibility, by the way, that we could possibly totally screw ourselves over by playing the fortune teller. That's a legitimate, it might seem like I'm just making an excuse, but it's a legitimate deterrent towards using the fortune teller, is the fact that I could accidentally ruin my whole run in like 2 seconds without having any input on it, basically. But, you know, maybe that's the way it's meant to be. I just moonwalked through his angry attack there, and that's okay. Extra bombs for me. Is there an item? No. If there's a compass, I would jump through some fucking hoops to get a compass right now. I would jump through some hoops naked and post it on RedTube to get a compass right now. That's probably short-sighted of me. Sadly, we have reached a dead end. I was really hoping that that was going to be our boss room. But hey, you know, we're already probably more than halfway through the floor. How I am not taking damage here is beyond me. Or how I am... Yes, that's, I think, the correct way to phrase that. I want to stay at half heart, actually, believe it or not. We've talked about this previously in the past. But staying with a half heart balance, actually potentially beneficial from a Polaroid invincibility standpoint. And look at this, like, our base damage is totally good, guys. This feels awesome. For once, I mean, the past few runs that we've had, except for this one, with this one being the obvious exception, have not had enough base damage, for my opinion, by my liking, if you will. We've had a lot of really serious trouble getting a good rate of fire and good base damage associated with the attacks. But even without Book of Belial, we're doing totally fine right now. Doesn't this feel good? It feels good to me. Even if we die, we've at least given it the old college try. And for once, this was not just the luck of the troll engine. The luck of the troll engine was a big part of it, but it also required us to be smart, and really that arcade on the Cellar Part 2, I can't overstate that technique was very strong. Hopefully we get some more money here, and we get an HP upgrade. We've also, I mean, there's been good troll engine luck as well. I mean, we do have 10 hearts right now, which is more than you could reasonably expect from, you know, this point in the game. Probably, at least. We haven't really made good use of any deals with the devil, but that's, you know, okay, I guess. That is not our boss room, so I've made literally every wrong decision when it comes to trying to find the boss, but I do believe that I've actually still managed to amass health on this floor, which is more remarkable because I actually don't have the Miter or the Relic or the Nail or Book of Revelations, which is kind of surprising. So we ended up also amassing some bombs on this floor. Honestly, we're down to 9 now, or up to 9 now, I guess is the more accurate way to put it. Through chain reaction at some... There we go, that should do it. Another penny, you never know when that could come in handy. And please not death. Loki, that is perhaps even ideal, to be quite honest with you. So we should be able to tear through these Loki super easily. Again, is that the proper pluralization of Loki? I don't know. That was real fast, though. And the pentagram. Somebody up there likes me today. That is a ton of extra damage. So, you know, it's possible that we might be doing base damage of what Book of Belial had given us previously. I don't know if that's exactly how it scales, but maybe that's a helpful way to think about it. We should be tearing through enemies real fast. And, you know, if I could just learn how to dodge, that would be even better, but somehow I didn't take damage on this room. Do we want to use one, I almost broke into some Spice Girls there, but do we want to use our bombs to find the secret room? yeah, that ended up actually being a really good decision, all irony aside. Why don't we head downwards? That 1-up helps us out a lot. I can never remember how the 1-up works, like how many hearts you actually spawn with if you respawn. I want the penny, but not the heart. Oh, yeah. Whoop. Okay, mission accomplished. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I can never remember how many hearts you spawn with, if it's like based on the number of red heart containers you had before, or if it just defaults to like 3 or something like that. But either way, big get for us. I think it defaults to the number of heart containers you had before, in which case, that is fucking awesome, actually, because we have 10. Might as well take that. We'll make our way over here. I'm hoping, of course, that I didn't make the wrong decision when it comes to navigation on this floor. Probably should have paid more attention to what was going on there. But losing 1 spirit heart on this floor is not the end of the world. We have so many, you know what, but I don't want to pop Book of Belial because the boss room might be right there, so why don't we just instead continue on this way. Envy should just be a dodging fight more than an attacking fight. I can barely see what's going on the screen, though, not just because there's a whole lot of enemies, but there's a whole lot of shots as well. Alright, that was bad damage on my part. We're almost out of red hearts. Doesn't matter, though, because we have so many spirit hearts. I didn't want to kill the blue one until later. Maybe we'll get another one out of this guy. Nope. Maybe we can still get an attack fly. I think it's just less likely. Extra bomb. Still managing to dodge those half hearts, which is awesome. Now I wish I'd used Book of Belial, obviously, but, you know, hindsight's always 20/20, I suppose. We're out of spirit hearts. We will still defeat Mom's heart easily. Now, this is far from being a foregone conclusion, whether or not we're going to succeed on this run. We have better chances than we've ever had. Well, not ever, but over the past few episodes, at least, for sure. But, you know, Mom's heart should be a given. Beyond that, you never know. We could easily lose against Isaac. We're going to be causing him to shoot a lot. But we're going to be doing a lot of damage as well, is the other important part to keep a note of there. If we succeed, this will be a very triumphant episode. Even if we lose against Blue Baby, beating Isaac would be, you know, we could play Still Alive by Portal, and I would enjoy it unironically. But for now, let's not worry about that so much. Let's just take it one floor at a time. Can let Halo Flies chop this dude up. Oh, it doesn't work like that, right? Yeah, I forgot about that. I guess we can just stand to the side and somehow that worked. There's probably a creative way to do that. Whoop. Yeah, that was stupid. There's probably a creative way to do that with the Parasite, but God knows I don't know what it is. Well, that's enough health, I would say. We'll take our Spirit Heart. Remaining at this half-heart balance, which is very strong. Very smart of us, I feel. Why don't we take out the Guts first? And then we will move on to the Super Guts, which should do one more attack before kind of giving up the Ghost here. Alright, here comes our Mom's Heart boss fight. This is definitely Book of Belial worthy. I'm just going to wait until I kill the lasers to do it. Awful damage to take, but it's partly because I'm moving so quickly. And here we go. So let's just start dropping these bombs in here and shooting as fast as we can. Again, you can see, we're almost, I hesitate to say it because it's jinxing it a little bit, but we're almost doing like Mom's Knife levels of damage with our regular shots here, which is not unprecedented, but rare at the very least. She's already half dead. There's a little bit of health for us should we need it in the future. Having a rough time killing this single zombie, which is in pretty embarrassing form for me. Hopefully we don't have to deal with Chubb. We are going to have permanent bombs throwing now, so it should just be bomb flies next, if anything else even gets a chance to spawn, which it didn't. Up to the next floor, still not picking up that red heart. You can't tempt me like that, game. Let's go left and down. We could get extraordinarily lucky. Demon Judgment, you picked the wrong floor to kind of set up shop on. I don't know if you're going to get much play here, but I guess there's not much competition for you here. So, nothing really down there. Why don't we go up and to the left now? Are you guys getting as hopeful as I am? I think we might have a chance here. Unicorn Horn is tempting. Book of Belial, I think, is just substantially more valuable. I'm saving. If that was one key to open that golden chest, I would go for it. But because it's two as a result of that, kind of the gate locking it beforehand, well, now I'm going to open it. But I was going to say, I want to make sure I stay at 4 keys for our long-term success. Well, I accidentally went back to full health, so if I could go back in time, I probably wouldn't have done that. But who knows if maybe that'll end up being coming in handy in the future, because maybe we'll need some red hearts before we go fight the boss. Now, there will be spirit hearts here, which we will pick up, at least one of them. Burnt Penny doesn't appeal to me because it would ruin the game for us. Pretty good reason to avoid that, I would say. I'm not picking up the spirit heart, by the way, because I want to wait until we actually go into the boss room before we do so. I'm trying to leverage every single possible advantage that we have at this point, because it's not a guarantee. We are so far away from guaranteed victory here. Again, just beating Isaac would be a monumental success considering what we had to do to get here. We've got to act like we've been here before, but at the same time, there's 2 spirit hearts now for this fight, and maybe a third by way of Blue Famine, and this Tinted Rock, which he just knocked out of the way like a big asshole. Alright, just play it cool over here. I don't know if he's going to be able to hit me as long as I kind of just stay off to the side a little bit. Alright, we caused him to float and then die. We got 1 Spirit Heart here, but again, I don't want to pick it up. This is going to give us 3 Spirit Hearts. Good, we didn't pick it up. That's awesome! That is so effing awesome that we picked up 3 extra Spirit Hearts before this boss fight. I'm starting to believe here. I want to believe, at the very least, that we're going to be able to pull off this Judas Vanilla run where, you know, in the Cellar Part 2, we were down to half a red heart at times. Here's our Isaac fight. This is a big one. We're going to be doing crazy damage. We have not Guardian Angel. We have Halo of Flies. So he's going to be doing damage to us as well. We're not going to have any permanent Polaroid invincibility. We don't have any Poison Touch or special bomb tricks up our sleeve. All we need to do is survive this and basically, hopefully, have enough health to kind of make a good run at it in the chest. We're gonna beat Isaac. That much is clear. It's almost like election night here. You know, all the predictions that I said earlier are for naught in light of this real evidence that we are almost certainly not gonna die. There we go. So we actually are just exhausted our Spirit Hearts, but otherwise lived totally fine. Now we go down to the chest, and we can get some big items here that could save our lives. Chest number 1. Forget Me Now. Okay, Forget Me Now is interesting because you can get another 4 chests immediately if you just pop it. But I'm not going to have the keys necessary to do that yet, so I don't think that's a good idea. The Shears, interesting and tempting, but I don't want it. The Relic, probably too little too late. And, Unicorn Horn again. That shouldn't even be, it's not even fair, really, is it? Just run through here. Maybe this is our boss room and we'll get there without having to fight anybody. It's not. But it was worth a try, right? Like, if the boss room was actually there, it would have been, well, good because we wouldn't have had to fight anything, but bad because we wouldn't have had a Book of Belial charge. Anyway, wishful thinking sadly didn't work out all that well for us. But so far so good. If we go into the Blue Baby boss fight with this much health, we will just leave these hearts there for now. If we go into the Blue Baby fight with this much... Very silly of me. If we go into the Blue Baby fight with this much health, we should be okay. Even with this much health, which is like 1 less than I had a second ago when I started that sentence. We should be okay, especially if we can get some more Spirit Hearts. The Relic might drop 1 or 2 over the course of this fight, or over the course of the path to get to Blue Baby. And, you know, every room that we beat, especially when we don't take any damage, I feel like our chances grow pretty strong. I should be using Book of Belial more than I am, but this is a constant, ever-present Northernlion flaw. Chronically suffering from too good to use syndrome. There's a spider. I knew a spider would get a hit in on us at one point. We have hearts waiting for us, though, man. Remember, we have Little Chub, so he's dropping hearts occasionally. The Relic and just random Spirit Heart drops happening as well. This should not be a difficult room. It's a Book of Belial-worthy room if we were not potentially very close to the boss room. But, you know, we're doing solid with our base damage as well. So if I just stand as far away as I possibly can, throw in some shots here, we should be alright. Keep it going. For how badly this started, this has turned into a run that I've enjoyed a great deal. I'm very pleased with the way things have turned out recently. There's our boss room. Alright, so now we go back, we get the health, we get the Spirit Hearts. I should not die. I should beat Isaac. This should finally be the chance. I almost immediately held W there, which would have been a huge mistake. Everything's gone, though. Now we just don't get hit by these jerkwads. Okay. We're going to be at a half-heart balance, which is great. That'll give us 1 permanent, or 1... Almost walked into it again. 1 invincibility from the Polaroid, which is valuable, man. It might not seem like it, but it is. If I had more keys, might considering popping that Forget Me Now, but I don't think it's worth it right now. Especially since we couldn't open any more chests. Here we go! Let's make this happen. I'm psyched. This should be a victory lap for us. The flies should not be a major concern because the parasites should be enough to take them out fairly easily. Just play it cool. Hang out in the center. We've lost a lot of health. But we've taken out a lot of Blue Baby's health as well. Not quite in the dire straits that you might have expected. We're on the 3rd phase of Blue Baby. We got like 6 hits left, 5 hits left. That was pro-dodging there, just averting my focus for a second to take out the Angel Fetus. So why don't we just switch sides? Still can take 4 hits without dying. There's a Spirit Heart for us. We're going to win. Very unexpected redemption there. What can I say? Good technique. As always, thanks for watching. This is probably the best vanilla run I've had in a long time. Seriously, Cellar Part 2, how much did that save us? But in any case, continue suggesting your own challenge runs. I will pivot back to those now that I've done a couple of vanilla runs, and one of them actually satisfied my quest for glory. In any case, again, continue suggesting your challenge runs. I will do the ones that deem most visible, entertaining, and appropriate. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you found this entertaining, and I will see you next time.